Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Two teams on the outside of the playoff pictures looking in. North Georgia United still looking for their landmark victory here at home in the UPSL Premier Division. LGSA looking to claw their way back to the top. You are watching ASMG's coverage of the UPSL Premier Division. Coming to you next. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on a drizzly Saturday afternoon to UPSL Premier Division action. We have North Georgia United hosting LGSA here in a mid-table clash. Of course, as we mentioned before, LGSA currently a team on the outside looking in, off to a very shaky start this season, only boasting 1 point from 3 matches. Although they are going against the top, are going to be looking for a strong result here tonight. On the other side of the coin, North Georgia United, newly promoted, of course, to the Premier Division here, looking to make a landmark victory here at home. Really haven't quite had their statement game yet since they joined the Premier Division. This would certainly be a statement if they could find 3 points versus LGSA. My name is Steven Johnson, and you are watching ASMG's coverage of the UPSL Premier Division in Georgia for the spring of 2023. We are glad to have you. Would be a little bit more glad if we had the sunshine and happiness, but hey, we play them rain or shine, and we're happy to bring you through today's action. Both teams are just getting their huddles in, so should have some action here shortly. As mentioned, I believe this is our first coverage of North Georgia United here at their home field in Dalton United. But let's look around the league before we go into today's matchup. We got Larry on the call. Larry, I hear we got some happenings happening here in match week number 4.
Yes, Stephen, we're coming into week 4, and we are seeing major ripples in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. We have 2 matches that have been full-time. Atlanta Rovers FC beating Atlanta United Academy 2-1 at United Academy's home ground. And Vino Tinto dropping to Club de Strongest Los Tigres with a 1-0 victory. That puts the Rovers in first place and Los Tigres in second place, where they've been wanting to be for the last 2 seasons. So it's getting wild and crazy here in the spring season.
Yeah, it certainly is. And like you mentioned, those results bring Atlanta Rovers and Club de Strongest to first and second place in the league, respectively, with only 3 matches played. 19 Academy, of course, on 4. And ladies and gentlemen, it's just about that time. LGSA, they have the ball, and we're underway here in match week number 4 in Dalton, Georgia. Home turf for North Georgia United FC. Let's take a quick look at those lineups, because we seem to have very similar approaches coming from both the coaches. Well, maybe got to be careful here first. LGSA attempting to maintain possession in the back. They, of course, are playing that 4-3-3. Speaking of which, North Georgia United going from top to bottom on your screen, 4-3-3. Actually a little bit flipped around. They have the one holding midfielder, two central midfielders. So playing that double pivot a little bit up the pitch. Very interesting to note. They do have both their wide attacking players listed as forwards tonight instead of wingers. So look for them to get a little bit more inside and really find the attack that they really couldn't find last week up against the Rovers. LGSA taking control, not quite able to thread that ball through. Coming back. Trying to find something here down that right wing. North Georgia have been very, very hot and cold this season. They've had some success against the likes of some of the weaker opposition here in the league, but haven't really been able to put their mark on this league. Driving down this right side, here comes LGSA. Moving to the right wing. Feeding it back around, not quite able to maintain possession. Ramirez on the ball. Played back around, strong challenge. Foul called. That's number 12, Martinez, who is listed to be playing in that left forward position. He's going to go down early. Hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen, but we might have unfortunately seen our first injury of the night. Definitely shows you how far back North Georgia are willing to track back. This is a team that does tend to play a little bit defensively. They like to control and they like to spring you on the attack and then feed their striker up top, McKeever, who's realistically leading, or at least in hot contention for the Golden Boot race this season. So not worried to drop those outside forwards that far back. Ball over the top. Not quite going to find McKeever. Moved out to the wing. LGSA playing it in. Good pressing coming out here from North Georgia United, forcing LGSA to play back around. Down the left wing. Pineda. Over to what I believe is Hall. Hall actually, ball played in front of him, not going to find him. Melendez coming on in. Speaking of which, Melendez was a bit of a surprise start for us, but looking at the injury list, their typical starting goalkeeper, Raul Moreno, typically number 1 for North Georgia United, was out injured. So it's Melendez getting the nod and will be between the sticks here tonight, trying to defend the fortress. Driving down the wing, LGSA, Romero on the ball, not able to find it through. One thing to keep in mind here, ladies and gentlemen, is you may or may not see it on your screen, but still a little bit drizzly out. We got a turf field, so still be in a fairly decent condition, but a lot of those through balls tend to just keep going. Every time you play a backspin ball, it's not quite going to hold up as long as you need it to. And into the pitch comes Martinez, coming off that injury, so North Georgia United back at full strength. Throw it on the right side, authoritatively knocked out of there. LGSA dropping back in defensive formation. Trying to transition to attack. Romero knocked down. Ball way over the top to the right side. Manu on the ball. Going to be trying to make this going from outside to in. Doesn't have too much support. McKeever is just sitting there. Good ball across the box. Oh, McKeever not able to get on the end of that one. Good drive from Manu to turn a solo attempt down that right wing into something more. Poor clearance defensively for North Georgia. LGSA playing that in. Beautiful ball for Romero. Looking for it and just can't get his feet under him. He's going to want that chance back because that was a beautiful threaded pass coming out of the LGSA midfield. And already, Lameno drawing blood here. One thing that's going to be really interesting to keep our eyes on tonight, and we did somewhat reference this as we entered tonight's proceedings, these two teams that are sporting basically identical formations, both teams with a 4-3-3 setup, and both teams with a designated holding midfielder. So a lot of flexibility can come out of this formation, but it is really going to be a bit of a tactics chess battle between these two managers. See how they want to play. Kiever toes the ball, and that's not a strong clearance. Back to the keeper. Should have enough time. Plays it around. Santos on the ball. Playing it down. Finds Pineda. Lost on that far side. Here's McKeever trying to get back up the field, but LGSA, they are pushing. Played out right. Here comes Ramirez. Beautiful ball played in behind to Romero once again. Trying to find men in the box. Cut across. Will fall to the feet. That's a goal. That's a beautiful shot coming in. What an effort. I believe that's Ramirez who just puts that ball off the top bar. Oh, we need to see a replay of that because that is as sweet as they will come. And so far, LGSA off to an away day to remember as we see it here on the replay. Great ball to open up this right side. Absolutely threaded through to Romero. Very hard to do in these conditions. Drawed back across. Oh, just a missed clearance there from number 15. That's Reyna. And that's what you do. That's what you do all day in practice. You hit those shots from the top of the box, and they are so hard to defend against. Well played to LGSA. Feels like they're playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulders. Certainly, this is the furthest down I think we've seen them in a very long time on the table. Currently ranked number 9, including this week's match results. They've got 3 matches played, only 1 point coming from them. They drew versus, similarly, Dalton natives, Dalton United. Losing, of course, the top teams, Rovers and Atlanta United FC Academy. So they're certainly not dropping points versus nobodies, but if you want to be in the top of this league, you got to convert matches that matter, and this certainly is one. That's a handball. It'll be North Georgia picking up the ball again in midfield. They're going to ask some questions out of their left back defensively. Figueroa certainly is going to have his hands full trying to keep up with a very quick Romero on the right side. Ball playing over top, finding McKeever. First touch just lets him down, but maybe his speed almost gets him back. Ball played out. LGSA will get possession back. Good maintenance. Tries to play once again down the right wing to Romero. Not going to find its way through just yet. Romero on the ball. Playing that to the left side. Big ball over top. Once again, it's going to find Romero. Going to go just wide. Good defensive effort from that left back. Figueroa tries to play that ball up. Won't get possession again. LGSA are certainly firing on all cylinders right now. Not able to maintain possession up top. Let's talk a little bit about the personnel that North Georgia United have selected here for tonight. Right in front of me, I've got the roster sheet for their match week number 3 matchup versus the likes of Atlanta Rovers. Very similar attack. We have Martinez moving from an attacking midfield position up to that left forward spot, so looking to be a bit more of a playmaker on that left side. Vasquez still up in the air. We've got Sanchez checking in, holding midfield number 6, Guosa. Still rounding out the squad, and all across, got just about the same lineup here. So North Georgia United, actually, I do see Lob, number 13, has been moved up from a right back to a right forward, bringing in Young to that right back position, so potentially moving him, or rather I see Young already here, was the starter for last week, is going to be started this week again, and instead of Manu subbing back into that right back position, he's starting over at the right wing. And that being said, no appearance from Hernandez or Valencia. Valencia not even listed on the sheet tonight. So North Georgia still experimenting around. All the while, LGSA, they're driving, looking for a ball up top. That's movement once again. Romero comes all the way across, number 11. Trying to pick that one up. And so far, LGSA, they just look scary tonight. Good header off the line. North Georgia clearing out. Moving down to this left side once again. Here's Martinez, left forward. Dropping in such a deep position. And LGSA, they pick up the ball in a very dangerous spot, trying to get the ball over to Hall, but good defensive contribution from Martinez. Once again, left forward, basically playing a left midfielder's position. Almost making this more of a, on paper, a 4-3-3 defensive midfielder. Almost playing more as a 4-1-4-1. So, North Georgia not really looking to get through on sustained play. Good ball all the way over to the left side. Going to be denied away. That's number 18. In the back direction, number 16. I believe that's somebody. Good clearance to North Georgia United. I'd say that was that right back position. Oh, that could have been Young. I saw 18, 16 is pretty close. So, yep, number 16 Young with a great clearance. Dangerous ball coming out from LGSA, trying to really shift onto those wings and then feed back into the midfield. It's really something that the 4-3-3 does really well. You have so many of those midfielders who can surge forward in the last stage of that attack as long as you have a midfield that can maintain possession. And maintain possession is exactly what LGSA is going to do here. Bit of a foul. Quick play here. Romero on the right wing. Played out. Oh. Romero, number 11. Not going to be able to maintain possession. Here's McKeever. Hasn't been seeing a lot of the ball here tonight. Has to drop back to enable the rest of the team. Defender of the day so far, Martinez. Feeds that down the left side. Very physical challenge. Referee is going to say no harm, no foul. McKeever goes flying. North Georgia just trying to bring everybody back, not only for attack, but also to try to get something started in that build-up play. Almost waiting for LGSA to leave themselves open to the back, but so far they really just haven't found that opportunity yet. Down that left side. There's Valencia feeding it into the feet of Hall. Hall trying to dribble, lays it off for Valencia once again, looking to get to that wide position, might feed it across. Good clearance coming out from Torres. Little restart is here on that far side. LGSA throw, good challenge. Riosa, a holding midfielder. Putting in the work. Ball played across. Looks like that came to the feet of Castellón. But evidently it went off someone from North Georgia because we're lining up now for the first corner kick of the day. Santos, left-sided center back, number 4, will be coming up for this one. In swinger. Over the top. Acrobatic effort from Romero, but unfortunately he just wasn't in the right place. Good defensive effort once again from North Georgia United, not only to deny the header, but also to win the ball back. Melendez with the long ball. Falls directly to LGSA. Very comfortable place out the back. Playing it up. Ramirez on the ball. Santos to Pineda. Hall. Ramirez. Romero looking in on the near side. Back across. Back corner. That's a great run coming out from Pineda. Is able to find his man. Time on the ball. Playing that to Valencia. He's found himself in a very wide position. Pineda up once more. That's a great cross coming in. 15 just can't keep a hold of it. Looking once again. Interesting goalkeeping coming out from Melendez. Goes for the knee first slide. I suppose that works a little bit better when the ground's nice and wet. Maybe going for a little bit of a slip and slide move. He should be a little bit careful of that, because if he goes a bit too early on, too late on one of those, I could see that being a foul through and through, but so far stayed on the right side of the law. Nice little chip, cheeky attempt, but the flag goes up, and it was just not meant to be. Big ball over top once more. Just trying to penetrate LGSA. They're not able to get the moment of fours that they need because they're staying so disciplined at the back. Ball over the top. Far side, Manu's on the ball. Played back across, not finding its mark. Played across once again, and here comes Ramirez. Big ball over. Sprinting race, trying to get to it, but it finds the feet of Melendez first. Either the waiting gloves. Martinez laying off to Kiever. Great little back heel, but I don't think it's going to find too much space. Here comes Figueroa. Ball over the top. Not quite finding its mark. Played over once more. Sanchez. That looks very offsides. Played across. And cleared out once again. Looks like at least enough efforts been done here from North Georgia United. They're going to win their first corner kick of the matchup. After a quick tie of the shoes. That will be Martinez lining up. Played across, bouncy ball in the box. It's got to be cleared. It's put in goal. Trying to find his way through the mess. He puts it on shot. He puts it on frame. That's a goal! North Georgia United FC. They are on the board, and we got ourselves a game. And as the sound horn goes off, everybody finds a way through, and we're going to watch that once again. It's a good corner kick. North Georgia United, especially when the ball's wet, you just got to put it in the box. Put up fourth for the first time, tries to play it off the feet. Young can't quite find it on net, but it just dribbles in. Great goal from North Georgia United. Sometimes chaos can be your friend, and it looks like North Georgia United have found themselves a very welcome ally here tonight. Well, LGSA, they've got something to prove. So far, they have looked like the better team from open play. Valencia playing that out wide, looking for a cutback. Once again, everyone just screaming for the ball from LGSA. Good stop here. North Georgia United looking for McKeever. But he's all alone on an island. He is a very tall island, but he is an island. Up there at the very top of the formation. Comes Martinez. Romero dropping in deep. And to the back. Playing down the left wing once again. Once again, Valencia just doing his best Harry Kane impression, dropping all the way back. Diaz, holding midfielder and captain for LGSA, plays it up right. Right once again, we got Romero. Played back, Ramirez. Taken away. Ramirez plays it out. Martinez, big throw over the top. Trying to start the attack himself. Whew. Fancy footwork coming out from Ramirez. Oh! Foul against LGSA. Martinez takes the ball once again. Played down the down the left side. McKeever trying to find his way through. Can't quite find an LGSA. They pick it up once again. Driving through the middle of the pitch. Options left, options right. Plays to the left. Does he try to find his way all the way, or does he rip the shot? Rips it Just too low and to the goalkeeper. Good attempt from Hall, but can't really get enough on that. Here comes North Georgia in the build-up. Josa plays it. Back to the defense, Torres. Good little spin move there. Down the line. Oh, just hits the feet of Manu. He was potentially through on that right side. It's almost too good of a pass. He found his man too so well, he just hits him in the boots. Nice little flick on from LGSA. Whistle dead. Castrillon on that far side. We'll pick up the ball once again. Really playing a bit of a rotation here in the midfield. Diaz has found his way up the pitch a little bit more. Oh, foul once again. LGSA are building momentum here. That's the right back. Romero will be on the ball. LGSA certainly have fans of in the attack, really playing a bit more of a 2-3-1, 2-3 in the back formation. Have your two center backs get wide, push your fullbacks a bit further up the pitch. Not quite to the insane levels that Rovers does, but certainly trying to find some width there in the build-up. Played across, Ayala. Ball over the top, once again looking for Romero. Romero can't quite win that, but other Romero will. Back to Romero. Ayala to Santos. Santos driving down the field on that left side. Hands it off. Finds him once again. Big boot from the home team. Cleared out of danger. But this really is the heartbeat of this game so far. It is LGSA pick up the ball. They're not afraid to cycle through. They're not afraid to wait for their perfect opportunity. Big ball against over the left side. Mistracked there. Looking to bring that through. Young not quite able to get on the end of that just yet. Will put it out for a corner kick. And LGSA may feel like they were robbed of their one-goal lead before by a corner kick. Maybe they're going to find it back. Moving the frag. LGSA. Members up once again. Double hands go up. Ball coming in. It's an in-swinger once more. Off the head of the defender. That's a foul. Quick play. A little bit taking too long. Trying to get this ball just as quickly forward as possible. Sanchez. Good interplay. And a good, strong challenge coming out from LGSA is there on the break once more. Oh, not a great pass, but now once again, Velasquez moving down that right side. He's looking for Manu. Manu with the ball. Sanchez looks for it. McKeever's not quite able to receive it. Good clearance away. Looks like Ayala and Santos having a nice lockdown here at the back. We can see that attack once more. North Georgia have been finding some success playing this far down the right side into Manu. Manu's able to go toe-to-toe with his man in Santos there on that right side. But it's just the cross coming back. They have so few people, but here comes a corner kick. Flying over the top and cleared out of danger. But yeah, with North Georgia, they're doing a really good job of getting to that corner flag. But once again, they just don't have people coming back. Offsides there for North Georgia. They don't have enough people coming on the attack with them that their only shot is a single perfect cross. And so far, they haven't found that yet. If they do find it, I mean, we've seen that McKeever can score goals. He can score them quite well. The hat trick, of course, in their Week 2 matchup versus Atlanta City FC certainly proved that. But without service, it's hard to be a center forward. Played off the ball. North Georgia Sanchez, very good defensive efforts there. Diaz trying to facilitate. Good steal once again, and now here's the attack. Can't quite get it forward quick enough. Martinez down that left flank. Tries to play that into the center. McKeever slips a little bit. Almost plays to his advantage, but back again, having cleared the ball. North Georgia, they're building the pressure. Down the left flank once again, Martinez tries to cut inside. Wants to rip one, actually puts it straight to the middle. That's a dangerous position. Number 5, he's got the ball. Here's McKeever. He's on it, but can't quite make clean contact. Oh, Velasquez almost gets away with that one. And now we're on a break the other way. Here's Romero. Looks like that's going to be called together. And so far with LGSA maintaining possession, they have been doing a really nice job of making sure they're marked up, making sure that nobody can find their way in, and Ayala especially has really been the rock of that central defensive pairing between him and Santos. Because realistically, with the North Georgia plan, they're only putting so many people forward. So they're going to want to feature you on the break. And they're only going to beat you when they make a mistake. And so far, it's been really hard to find the mistakes out from Ayala and Santos back there. So they'll have to keep looking. Cleared away. Giever on the ball. Interesting tackle, but it's going to get the job done. North Georgia held up just enough, and already the defense locks shut from LGSA. If North Georgia is still going to play this kind of high-intensity, direct ball, over-the-top, counterattacking style, I got to see them getting the ball upfield a little bit quicker. They need to, eyes need to immediately be on the strikers, be on those forwards. So far, Martinez seems to be playing a bit more of that left midfield position, not quite wanting to break upfield as quickly as potentially needs to be. McKeever sometimes dropping back, and sometimes that leaves Manu as the only person forward. But, hey, if you're going to play simple, play simple. Nothing wrong with it. Just get at their goal as quickly as possible. LGSA, they're happy to take a little bit more of the scenic route. Santos on the ball, playing it in, not quite finding the feet. He's looking for good tackle from Castellon. Checking it back in. Here's Valencia once again. Facilitating when he can. Midfield open. Diaz on the ball. Plenty of space on this right wing. Romero pressing up, trying to draw a defender here from the back line. Moving in. Diaz once again. Can't quite find Pineda. Very strong attempt. Very strong, I guess, winning of the ball is what I would go with for Santos. Really puts the whole body into it. And finds dividends. It's definitely a little bit more of a sophisticated system coming out from LGSA. You see players coming up out of position to ask questions of the defensive structure for North Georgia United FCs. Particularly, we just saw some runs from Romero. We've seen some runs from Pineda. They're not afraid to run at the back line and make them make a choice. Do I pick up this right back coming out of position, or do I stick on my guy? And it's from those questions, those decisions you're forcing the opposition's defense to make, that's where you find the space in behind. That's where you find the opportunity to make goals happen. In North Georgia, because they only have so many people forward, there's never those questions. So the only way they're going to be able to get over top is by just straight out working them. Of course, the 29 minutes gone. We're about to be entering the 31st minute of game play here in Dalton, Georgia for North Georgia United. Ball in over the top. Goalkeeper claiming that one. Kiever very comfortable on that. Big boot once again over the top. Bit of a pothole on Route 1 is LGSA going to reclaim that almost immediately. Once again, into the feet of Martinez. Playing it over to center. Can't quite find it now. LGSA, they're in possession. A lot of room here on that left wing. They find Pineda Or rather, that's Valencia. They're just scary. Great effort once more, and that's going to lead us to what looks like another corner kick for LGSA. Haven't quite found one off the corner kicks just yet, but they're searching. They're getting close. We'll have to see whether this is the time. Diaz will take the corner. Should be an outswinger. Look for the middle of the pitch. Oh, Valencia puts that sky high. Clearance comes through for North Georgia, but it's not going to be far enough. Martinez tries to get that out of the danger zone and will only push them back to the edge of the attacking third. On the ball down that right side, North Georgia unable to regain the possession. 11 men behind the ball right now. Make it 10. LGSA just looks so comfortable to play through them and pick their shots. Speaking of which, finds Romero once again on this right side. Balling across. It takes a deflection. Bouncing. Here's McKeever. Looking for... Oh, he almost sees daylight for the first time of the night. But good defensive effort coming out from Romero, the right back for LGSA, to deny the front man for North Georgia United his opportunity. Sitting off once again. Good cut in from Romero. Throws Martinez directly off. Traveling into that midfield. Oh, doesn't quite find his mark. Break potential, not quite. Manu checking back all the way into that deep position. Bouncing ball over the top. Big boot clearance from Reyna. Into the midfield. Diaz. Back out to Pineda. Finds Valencia, who at this point is basically just a left winger. But that's okay. You love to see some flexibility out of the attacking three. Finds Romero. Good move to Romero. The Romero connection is strong tonight. Castellon with the ball. Will drive it himself. Finds Romero. Push in the back, but good discipline from the referee. Keeps on his feet as well. Again, another very dangerous position for the defense out of North Georgia United. And LGSA just barely are going to be kept in. Speaking of which, we got the referees here for tonight. Your main referee, Justin Higgins. AR1, Christopher Haggerty. Will Henderson on that other AR. Fourth official, Angel Castellon. Holding down the fort here tonight. Big ball looking for Valencia, but it is an in-swinger. Just gets away from him. And LGSA will continue to hunt for that second goal. Lamino certainly looked like the better team here tonight thus far. Still early days. Georgia did have a dangerous counterattacking moment, but just weren't able to find their way through. Good clearance coming out from Ferreros, who, quite frankly, has been having a bit of a vacation day there at the back. Don't think he's had to make a single save here tonight. Of course, was trying to find something on that corner kick. Unfortunately, just couldn't. But realistically, been playing a bit more with his feet than with his hands tonight, which, as a goalkeeper, you'll take. GSA on the attack once again. Pineda coming in. Valencia just can't find it through. Valencia is able to stop that ball. Weak clearance. Valencia once again with the ball. Played out wide here. Ramirez. Hall on the ball. Finds Castellon. Back to Romero. Cross coming in. He fakes it. Footed an attempt. Oh, just a bit high. Goes to the American crossbar. Can't quite find that top bar. Very dangerous attack. Once again coming out from LGSA. Really Really well worked there from Romero. Completely dummies the entirety of the North Georgia United defense with that right-footed clearance. Brings it onto his left. And almost able to rip almost a magical shot there. With potentially the weak-sided foot. Typically, wingers, your dominant foot is the outside foot as you're more looking to be that cross-facilitating member. But seems like Romero is comfy on both. Falls from here. Plays it short. Oh, picked up by Martinez. There on the break, all the way over top. Here's Mom. Can't quite collect the ball. LGSA there now on the break. Picked up by Castero. Romero once again on the wing. Diaz checked into a very wide position here. Romero. Yala. Ramirez. It's actually Hall dropping all the way back, rather. Yala. Ball over the top. Look at the position Pineda is able to be in during the attacking buildup. Played to the feet of McKeever, and oh, you just look at that. He is not thrilled with that ball getting away from him. McKeever really hasn't been the target man style of forward that this formation kind of calls for. Interception, a very dangerous position. North Georgia on the attack. Play to Martinez. Oh, fancy football coming out from McKeever. Runs into his man Martinez. Back to McKeever. Nice football again. Ball played across. Young. Gudiosa. Now. Back to Young. North Georgia trying to build to the back, but here comes the pressure. Melendez. Reyna again. In LGSA, they are not letting North Georgia build up anything here. Every time this ball goes back, I think it's the first time I've ever seen North Georgia pass back to a center back. But the second that they do, it just triggers this onslaught coming forward. I think I referred to them before as the swarm of bees. And you know what? They have the intensity of it. Fantastic to see. LGSA driving. Time on the ball. Guriosa. Kiever tries to hold that up. Through ball for McKeever. He's going to get to this first. Goalkeeper's out. This could be it. Looking forward. And there it is. McKeever opens his account on the night. North Georgia United. North Georgia United take the lead. We were talking about it before, and we're going to see it here on the replay. And we're going to see it here on the replay quite shortly as we get that ball just played over the right side. I don't know what the goalkeeper is doing. Has been called on tonight. McKeever takes a sweet touch around Ferreos. And we said it's going to take a mistake from Lameno to open up McKeever's account. And that's exactly what it took. Great ball played in. Bit of a scuffle down the right side. And just like that, against the run of play, North Georgia United lead here at home in the dying minutes of the first half. This would be a phenomenal result for North Georgia United if the result holds. Would bring them up actually to fourth place in the league, right above crosstown rivals Dalton United. But certainly there is a lot of game left played here. Deep position. Very, very scary. Ball played over the top. Not going to be able to find its man. North Georgia pressing forward, looking for another mistake. McKeever, he's got the hot hand. Played in to the midfield. Oh, can't find it across. Diaz. Able to pick this one back. Romero. In the build-up. Nice run coming in. That's Valencia in midfield. Take the back. That's Ramirez. Looking in on goal. That could be it. And it's the equalizer almost immediately. LGSA, they're right back in it. That was a beautiful ball played around. And the fact that I got confused about who that was shows you how dangerous LGSA are. Anyone can make those runs. That's Ramirez coming from such a deep position. Just gets a little chip over the goalkeeper, and it's all it takes. LGSA, they refused to go into halftime down goal. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, forget the scoreline. It's 0-0. Out of play as we have reached 45 minutes. Actually make that 46. And that will be the halftime whistle. 2-2 as we head into the locker rooms here in the LGSA versus North Georgia United matchup here in week number 4 of the UPSL Premier Division in Georgia of spring of 2023. You've been watching Atlantic Soccer Media Group's coverage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the thrilling conclusion to this matchup here in Dalton, Georgia, right after the break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a drizzly North Georgia night here in Dalton, Georgia. We got North Georgia United FC hosting LGSA. LGSA able to bring us level right before going to half in a 2-2 battle. Certainly a very heated contest thus far. LGSA, I'd say, has realistically looked like the better team just from the run of play. Their 2 goals have been very well worked. They got into the box, they crossed it back, and they found their opportunities. North Georgia United, a bit more opportunistic of a team. Of course, first goal coming from a corner kick, second goal from a bit of a blunder out of the LGSA fund. And with how they're playing, I feel like LGSA has got to be very, very disappointed if they don't walk away without 3 points here tonight. Larry, how are we doing here? Sounds like we may have some updates from around the league.
When we look around the league, Stephen, like we said earlier, Atlanta United Academy falling to Atlanta Rovers 2-1. Los Tigres coming out with a win over Vino Tinto 1-0. This match 2-2. We're looking at Atlanta Rovers top of the league, Los Tigres in second. Right now with this 2-2 draw, that gives LGSA sitting in 9th place, well out of the playoffs. They need these 3 points. And you see some major changes coming for LGSA right now.
Yeah, looks like 3 new members coming in. Number 12 checking in on that left side. I believe that's for Pineda's come off. So he will be making his way on. It looks like Valencia has been moved out to the left wing. Hall, nowhere to be seen. 3 different changes coming out from LGSA. We'll keep you up to date as we figure them out. North Georgia United also with 1 change. Something noted early on for North Georgia is they just aren't putting enough members forward on the attack. There are 3 members holding back for LGSA, 2 members attacking from North Georgia United. It's been a little bit in calculus, but 3 is greater than 2. Therefore, LGSA really haven't had too much troubles defending, except when, unfortunately they made a blunder earlier. So as long as they keep the status quo, they should be looking good. Defensive movement. Diaz checking back. Like we said, Valencia right in front of our booth has moved over to a left wing position. Also something to note, we don't really hit on it. Ramirez, number 23, is currently on a brace. Checking in. Cleared out over the top. It looks like, actually, and this would be a bit shocking to me, but I think... Where is Ramirez? We're on a bit of a scavenger hunt, ladies and gentlemen. Defensive turnover. North Georgia United in control. Ball played to the right. Manu played in. Here comes break they've been waiting for. Manu chasing the one down. 2 members on that far left wing. Crossed in. Falls to the feet of, McKeever, who's already on 1 tonight. Unable to connect, unfortunately. Great opening from North Georgia. Up once again. Kiever taking that turn. Step over. Played out to that left wing. Overlaps coming in. Kiever able to control. Tries to strike with the left foot. Not able to find just yet. Great turn. And deny. That's number 2 from LGSA. I believe it's another one of those new additions to the match. Raul Dominguez looks to be slotting into that left back position. Oh, step to goal! That's North Georgia United extending their lead. I believe that's Manu coming out from a wide position. There we go. The horn eventually sounds in. And Manu puts North Georgia United in the lead. Watch the build-up play. Comes to McKeever, creates space on that left side. Just falls in a sweet finish. Manu, created by McKeever and finished by Manu. North United take a 3-2 lead here at home within the first 3 minutes of the second half. Let's put Manu on the scoreboard. 3 unique goal scorers so far from North Georgia United. McKeever got that second goal. First goal credited to Young, the right back. And Manu now putting his mark on this game. I said just moments ago that LGSA should be disappointed to walk away with any less than 3 points from this contest. And, I mean, after the start of this second half, they'll be lucky to walk away with 1 because they are down a goal this early on. And that almost broke the script we were talking about. North Georgia were opportunistic in the first half. That was well worked. So, I don't know what the coach said to him. I don't know what Kevin Brito told his players in the locker room at the half, but hey, whatever it was, it worked. Playing down this right side. Giosa. Back in, Giosa on the right wing. Velasquez. Unable to maintain possession. Good defensive effort coming out. LGSA are definitely under a lot more pressure. It seems there's a certain fear. There was a lot of worry about playing forward for North Georgia. They didn't want to commit their members. They're doing that now. They are not afraid to play in the attacking third. Referee seems to be a few choice words of wisdom, of course, he's looking to share. Big ball over the top. Not going to find its mark. Picked up. Good rip from holding midfielder Giosa. Very fluid formation as it feels like Martinez has... I was joking around before that it looked like he was playing as a holding midfielder. He legitimately is playing as a holding midfielder now. Giosa, of course, being the members able to get up the field. Looking here, Velasquez still on the pitch. Sanchez, nowhere to be seen. Looks like they may have brought Martinez into the midfield in place number 23. Game changer 23, of course. On that left wing instead. LGSA ball. Actually, it's number 10, of course, on that left wing. Hernandez checking into the game. Here comes the press once again. LGSA being put under pressure for what feels like the first time in the match. Valencina driving down this left wing. Toe-to-toe with Young. Young is standing his ground. Good defensive effort from Young. Fed back in. Congested midfield here for North Georgia. Martinez. Good header from Manu. It goes directly into the chest of the defender. Clean tackle. Driving now from North Georgia. Still driving. Still driving. Turns it onto his inside foot. Oh, unable to maintain possession. Velasquez. Played up top. This game is open up wide open. LGSA trying to work this ball into the attack. Played out wide. LGSA pick it up. Valencia plays it out. Number 12. Great ball in, just not finding its mark. Trying to feed Ramirez his hat trick. Fortunately, he's not able to find it just yet. LGSA win back possession with a foul. Driving down this left side. Played across. Good tackle. Bit of a... It looked like it was that trailing foot that ends up catching his man. I will say it looked like Diaz had won the ball, but it's very close margin, to say the least. And while we got a little bit of time, speaking of this game just opening right back up, I think our main man Larry's got a bit of an update for a very heated Golden Boot race that's taking place.
Stephen, when we look around the league, that goal in the first half from McKeever puts him solely in the Golden Boot race with 4 goals. 2 goals is second place, so he's well out in the lead.
Thank you, Larry. Yeah, McKeever, of course, picking up that hat trick in the 3rd match week up against Atlanta City FC. An absolute rout. North Georgia were able to perform, able to put their main man up top. A very comfortable sole lead of this Golden Boot race. Strong tackle. LGSA, though, they're still on the attack, playing out to that right wing. Vasquez. Oh, trying to find Ramirez up top. Gets a boot to it. Unfortunately, he's going to ground. He's not able to get good control on that shot. As the temperature continues to drop here in North Georgia, the sun is down. We'll see a replay of that one. Martinez bolting here to the right. Ball played in. He goes from his central position to that wide position. But yeah, he's just, ball's too far in front of him. Can't really get good contact on that. Martinez playing it all the way back. Bit of a nervy clearance there from Melendez. Torres has to come in late, or that's Reyna coming in late, number 15 for North Georgia United to clean up his goalkeeper's mess. Certainly Melendez is not used to being under this level of pressure. LGSA, they've got a lot of work to do if they want to come back in this one. Still a goal down. They're not looking for a comeback. They're looking to take, they're not looking to split a point each. They are certainly coming into this match looking to take all 3. Some question marks may have to be asked for LGSA. They did lead with 3 substitutions right at the half. And I don't know. It may just be a bit of a difference of opinion kind of thing. Coach, of course, knows what his players are up to, but felt like LGSA had a pretty good thing going at the end of the half. Felt a little bit premature to go for a 3-man swap, but this is the position they're in now, and it's going to be up to those players to see if they can get across the line. Ball played in. Overlap available here on the left side. Just gets away from him. Very aggressive challenge coming from LGSA. Will put plenty of room in front. Oh, a very harsh call. Diaz going to ground to win the ball, was very close to the attacking player, and you could kind of feel that something was building up here. We'll watch this once again. Ball's just going around the edge, goes to ground, can't quite find it. LGSA, and just when you have slide tackle after slide tackle, let's watch this. Okay, question of whether he went through the front leg of the ball possessor. It's a 50-50. I'll defer to the referee's judgment on that one. He's certainly closer than we are here. But you can almost feel the tension in this game ratcheting it up, especially with 3 slide tackles in consecutive in consecutive play. You got to think that nerves may start to be frayed here, especially if LGSA trail for too much longer. Good ball over the top down this left wing. North Georgia will pick it up. Finding another ball down this right side. Santos finding a bit of comfort on the ball. A lot of room here on this other side, but good press coming through from North Georgia. They're taking away the easy options. Hernandez on that far side, taking away the switch possibilities. So LGSA, they need to find something close range. And it has been some of these switches of play that really have unlocked North Georgia at times. Checking in. Oh! McKeever able to win back the ball. That is a foul. That is such a foul. That's a card. Bit of a professional foul there from number 14 of LGSA. Believe he is one of our late arrivals to the matchup. Yeah, John Ortiz. Card shown, and very rightly so. Typically, when you see a bear hug like that, you're trying to get a card because you're just trying to stop the play, and it's a bit of that trade-off. We'll see right here. McKeever is an absolute monster on the ball. Goes ahead, picks it up right off of him, and he feels like, hey, I've given the ball away. I got to give time for my team. That's a clear foul. He's got guys behind him, but I understand the thought process there. But now North Georgia in a very dangerous position. A goal here would put them up by 2 on the American 20-yard line. So quite a distance out. We'll have to watch. Play to the back post. McKeever not quite able to put that on frame. Now here comes a break. Ramirez playing on the ball, fed back into the midfield, played back to Ramirez. Not quite able to find it. You know what? I think I'll say it. I kind of hate moving Ramirez up top like that. LGSA, what I think why Ramirez was so effective in the position he was for LGSA is that he was a late arrival. But now he's being asked to be the main man on the ball. North Georgia driving down this left side, want to find an immediate goal. LGSA now playing it back. Out wide here. LGSA in control, Valencia. Playing it to the overlapping left back. Playing in. All the way around. Santos. Ayala. Back out here as a left back. Diagonal run coming across. Good vision. Coming out from LGSA. Tricky to find his way onto the end of that. There's Diaz. Crossing in. Oh, just nobody in that spot. Played down low and not quite finding it. All right, a little bit of investigative journalism. It sounds like Ramirez may be coming off the pitch here shortly for LGSA. I see 2 players for LGSA warming up here. 7 and 10 will be the ones coming off the pitch. So Castellon and Valencia will leave Martinez up here. I will leave Ramirez up here. Castellon been instrumental in the build-up play. He'll be checking out, number 20, coming on in for him. Coyote. Castellon. Bit of a mistaken identity, it seems, but he'll be coming into the match. 22. So looking at my reference sheet, that's Romero. Carlos Romero coming off the pitch. So LGSA, I believe they are down to just a single Romero left. We'll have to see whether that's enough Romeros to get them over the line here. Aggressive challenges coming through once more. North Georgia, they're feeling it. They know that this is their home pitch. And this would be a statement victory. Good header on through. Almost falls. Oh! Almost falls right to Manu on that far side. Plays it off the goalkeeper. So it will, in fact, be a corner kick for North Georgia United. 63 minutes played. Short corner taken. Manu's on. Plays it across. ducked under there. And it's a goal kick. LGSA building out the back. Played out, played around. LGSA are cooking. Straight over the top. Header from Young. Far post. Good height. No one there. It's actually number 6 for LGSA. So I believe we are now Romero-less. Castrillon. Back post. Shot ripped. Ooh, just a little too lazy. Not quite enough to put enough pace on that ball to challenge the keeper. And LGSA just continue to fish. It almost feels like a bit of a swapping on all that. We do have a moment here as looks like some shin guards need to be adjusted. We'll throw it back to Larry for an update on especially how tonight's results affect the table here at the UPSL Georgia Premier Division.
Stephen, when we look at the table, the biggest loser for this weekend is going to be Atlanta United Academy. Came into this weekend in first place. As it stands right now, they're going to walk out in third place. Atlanta Rovers and Los Tigres on top of them. North Georgia will step out into fourth place.
Yeah, it's a huge shakeup at the top of the table. Always, of course, Atlanta United FC being our professional side in this division. Always expecting to come out on top, but Rovers and Club the Strongest have had solid runs of form thus far. Curious to see the repeat of the finals for the Regional Cup sitting at the top of the table. I'll just say are pushing up. Ball over the top. North Georgia intercept. Martinez. Well, that is not Martinez. That is Velasquez. Big ball over the top. I'll just say building up out of the back again. Down the line. Into the wing. Ramirez up top. Oh, almost finds connection. Question if there was contact. Diaz, who has been talked to multiple times tonight, will finally be shown the yellow card. So he is certainly on his last life here in the match. Diaz been pretty instrumental in helping to start these counters with everything. Speaking of which, we got a replay of that. It looked like, so that was the through ball that Ramirez was looking for. Doesn't quite find it. It just goes too quickly. Could have potentially caught that back foot, and especially after so long of about 67 minutes worth of play, it's easy to go down from one of those knocks. Drive forward from LGSA. Potential overlap. Strong play on that right wing. Ball attempted to be played over the top. Somebody was rolling on the ground. Looked like a bit of a shoulder-to-shoulder bump. LGSA maintained possession in the attacking third. That's a card. That's a card and a half. No hesitation on that whatsoever. Well played from the ref. Taking firm control of the game. That was Hugo Martinez. Bit of a cynical foul there. Some more warm-ups now coming up for North Georgia. They have been outnumbered in the substitutions thus far. I believe 5-1. Make this 2 now. As number 7. Game changer number 7. Turner looking to check into the game. Let's see who comes off. This is a free kick for LGSA. Referee is going to allow the substitution. Replay. Played in. Bit of a play in the box. Confusion outright. Here's the replay of what happened. Throw in. Yeah, just kicks him. Honestly, lucky to get out of that with a yellow. Seemed like a bit of retaliation for something that happened earlier. Corner kick will be the sum of everything that's happened. Is that ball played across, headed to the ground. Here's on the break. Is that McKeever? No, McKeever's playing on the right side. Turner is now checking in as it looks like our new central forward. McKeever slotting into that right side position. LGSA keep the pressure up. '70th minute, LGSA are looking for the equalizer still. High foot coming through from LGSA. Somebody's in pain on that right side. Clearance attempted. Clearance found. That's Turner, who just came into the match. Looks like he caught a bit of a foot. Somebody with a strong follow-through. No foul's going to come from it. Throw in. Taken away. North Georgia on the ball. Who do they put forward? Oh, try to find McKeever through traffic. What do you say? Playing to that right wing. Oh, that is a high-speed collision on that far side. Right attacking player for LGSA. Yellow card shown to number 6. He was beaten to the ball, and he did not hit the brakes. That is Edwin Castrillon on that right wing side. Putting a little bit too much of his body on the line, evidently. North Georgia United. McKeever, beautiful control. He's going to take a crack at it, but just can't put it on frame. McKeever has been looking hot in this second half. He's got the hot hand. He's got the hot feet. He's got everything together. Bit of a 1-2 play there off the goal kick. Route number 1 played. LGSA will retain possession. This is a free kick. Young, good control of the ball. Great control of the ball. Good pass down that right side. Nice little triangle built by North Georgia. Now here's the play to McKeever. McKeever fortunately caught a little bit flat-footed there. Maybe a bit more accurate to call this more of like a front 2 from North Georgia. It looks like Turner and McKeever are playing pretty well up there. Ramirez, he's on the brace. Called for offsides. And as the clock creeps towards full time, still got about 18 minutes worth of regulation here in North Georgia, plus whatever stoppage time that the referees deem required. North Georgia leading 3-2. And as I mentioned, as we creep towards that full-time marker, I've got a feeling that LGSA, they're just going to get more direct. They're just going to get more desperate almost to equalize this match, where looking at the tail of the first half, that is the game that they should have complete control of. Second half, North Georgia have come out to play. Good back heel, or good over the head attempt. McKeever, looks like McKeever is being called for the foul. They'll be giving a free kick to LGSA. Front 3 for LGSA are already pressing on the back line to North Georgia. Looking to potentially bring in a fourth. Now right side. Back around. Haven't seen a lot of recycling thus far in the second half from LGSA. They lost a little bit of their touch with Mother Earth. Not quite recycling, not quite taking care of the ball as much as they possibly could. Just putting the ball forward. Looks like they found a little bit of discipline. 4 members on that back line. LGSA, they're pushing. Poor clearance. Back into the midfield. Good defensive clearance. Finally coming through from North Georgia. But that's going to be going backwards. So LGSA will be the recipients of 1 corner kick coming in here shortly. I expect this to go very rapidly as LGSA have absolutely no time to waste. Corner comes across. Slight deflection from North Georgia. Still there. Still bouncing. Still bouncing. Shot on goal. It's not going in. Oh, just put wide. Oh, LGSA. They smelled blood in the water with how much ping-ponging that ball was doing in the box. And as North Georgia take a rather leisurely attempt, we're going to take a quick look back at that corner kick opportunity. It's played across, just poor clearances coming through from the North Georgia side. Finally trying to whip it in on goal. Good save out of the goalkeeper to keep that one out of the back of net. And LGSA just put it wide. As we do have potentially a little bit of time, McKeever on the ball. Oh, he was in if that just found its way through traffic. LGSA preparing yet another substitution. Ball played in to the back post. Just goes over. Need to look to play this ball in. Back out. Ball across. North Georgia find the heads. Good challenge. North Georgia sitting all the way back right now. Kiever's the only one of this team even in the midfield third. Play to the left side. GSA are taking their time. Good defensive clearance coming out. Number 8 checking out of the game. That's Diaz. Honestly, that's a good choice. It's great work from tonight, but the referee knows his name a little bit too well tonight, and you never really want that out of your holding midfielder. So, name in the book. Name's probably going on the substitution card. Good work from Diaz tonight, but we'll have to see whether or not the rest of his teammates are going to be able to get this over the line. Cross attempted. Finds its way to that right corner flag. North Georgia just aren't able to clear out from the danger. LGSA will do it for them. As we got a little bit of time, do want to shout out to some of North Georgia sponsors, including CrossFit Trackside. If you're looking to get in peak shape this year, CrossFit Trackside is an elite gym to go to. From high-quality equipment to dedicated trainers, CrossFit Trackside has all the resources to help you reach your fitness goals. They have a variety of fitness plans to choose from, and they are also based in Calhoun, Georgia. So definitely make sure to check them out. Thank you to CrossFit for their support of North Georgia. LGSA building out the back once more. Ball in over the top. Received. Back to goal. Playing up. Ramirez pushing back up. Ramirez on the ball. All the way across. Back out left. Received. Inside. Not finding the penetration. North Georgia, they are sitting off so well right now. They may not be able to clear, but they can block you. Ball played wide down that left side. Cross coming in. Could be dangerous. Goalkeeper fumbles. Able to collect the second ball. Very scary. Scary bouncing ball from North Georgia's goalkeeper, Melendez, number 25 in goal. Big ball over the top. Doesn't quite find McKeever. LGSA playing it over the top. Don't really have the legs for the through balls. Not laying it off to the goalkeeper. Coaching staff has a word or two to say on that situation. Would have preferred that to see that go to the goalkeeper. And as it does not, LGSA, they are able to regain possession. North Georgia regaining possession. And ladies and gentlemen, if you hear a large engine outside or some big old tires, you're not crazy. You're not imagining things. That's the bus that North Georgia have currently parked in front of their goal. Very good defensive block, very low block coming out from North Georgia, and they're just proving so hard to break down. And this was almost the original game plan. It is force LGSA to make a mistake by committing so many members forward. And all it's going to take now is one ball through, one fancy move out of McKeever to find their way. And that's not quite going to be it. Good interception. That's a dangerous position. Driving down, 2 men on the right. Out the right wing. Going to be trying to find the ball across. 2 members at the back post. Oh, that is a devastating loss of possession. Ball still in. No corner. LGSA looking for who they can distribute this ball to as quickly as humanly possible. Ferreos. Big looping ball. Received. Playing in room on the wings. Playing down this left wing. Young. He's going to live up to his name. He's got the juice in the legs, and he's able to chase that one down. 80th minute, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes remaining for LGSA to try to come back in this match. Ball played across. Back to the defense. Ala plays it up. Down this right side again. Looking for the overlap. Ramirez. Back to Ayala. Just trying to poke and prod at the North Georgia midfield. Big ball play that looked like a shot on goal from very hopeful range. But remember what we said in the first half, that one of the strengths of LGSA was the fact that they had center backs willing to basically run into the midfield. Their fullbacks were willing to overlap. And it was asking questions of the defense from North Georgia that dragged people out of position. But right now, they're trying to tiki-taka their way through. They're just trying to find quick passes without much movement, and North Georgia aren't biting. Very good disciplined play here. And now down this left side, North Georgia trying to find something. Turner played back. Brought down. Velasquez rips one. Comfortably controlled. Oh, this could be bad. Goalkeeper steps out of the box. Quick free kick taken. Oh, offside. What is happening? We're going to have to see a replay. McKeever is called for offsides. So here's all of what happened. Goalkeeper comes out of the box for LGSA. Called for handball outside of the box. A quick free kick is attempted from Velasquez. I think Velasquez tries to play it to the waiting feet of McKeever to try to get a quick layoff goal. McKeever seems to have strayed into an offside position. And the referee is now, seems to try to be playing to this. LGSA, they have some hands up, so my guess is this may be a judgment against them. Referee asking for the ball. McKeever has punched the ball over. I think he may be receiving a card of a specific color for that one. Looks like it's going to be a free kick, edge of the box. Maybe they were blowing the whistle dead for that first free kick, saying that he needed to set the wall and everything. Ball wasn't stationary, I think, is the consensus of the production team right now. I'd say it's a pretty good shout. This could be huge. 7 minutes left in regulation, just under actually, about 6:30. That is the most dangerous position you could put a free kick. Only downside is that there's not really enough room for the ball to go up and dip back under the bar. I'll be honest, LGSA don't exactly have the tallest wall in existence here in front of him. But who's going to be getting this? LGSA could equalize the game with this. Great save. Basically making up for the sins of the past, at least for setting up that opportunity. Huge save, Matafreas. Gets two strong hands to that freak opportunity and could have single-handedly kept them in the game. And I do apologize to North Georgia, who are leading. So that could have put North Georgia up 4-2. LGSA, with that save, do keep themselves in the game. Just over 5 minutes left to be played. Ball played to the top. Cleared away. Ramirez can't hold on to it. Now to that right side. Rapido is the call from LGSA. Ball played across. Oh, scissor kick opportunity. Not going to find it. Ball played down that left side, and it's just going to run too much. It's going to play it to the goalkeeper. Doing a little bit of spying on the referees in front of us. It does sound like our initial theory was correct. Handball from the goalkeeper. And then it just was a ball that was played before it came to rest. Could have been North Georgia putting the final nail in the coffin of this match. But LGSA, they're still breathing. Ball played across. Good closing down. LGSA still in possession. A very empty midfield for LGSA as they're putting everyone either on the wing or up top. That's a shove coming out. North Georgia. Yellow card being brandished for number 6 of North Georgia United. Gayosa, defensive midfielder. That's number 4 going to ground for LGSA. He got a full shove in the back. That's Santos, the left-sided center back. And we can see here on the replay. Throw in. Santos was the one who threw this ball in. Receives it. Controls it with the knee. Oh, he got the arm and he got the leg. I didn't see the leg fall through at the bottom there. That's he's also been playing all night so far. So after about 85 minutes of duty, getting a kick to the back of the shin might be a little painful. We'll watch a replay once again. This is that free kick. Looks like the wall's set up to defend the goalkeeper's right side. Blasts it directly at the goalkeeper. So, I mean, good way to maintain composure there for the keeper. Has to go a little bit to his side. But not too much more. And that is Santos. Very slow to get up. And as much as we want to avoid being cynical, if this was the North Georgia player, we may say, oh, maybe a little bit of time wasting. LGSA is a team that's down, so the fact that their player is taking time to get off the pitch, it's certainly something to keep our eyes on. Santos and Ayala, 4 and 3 for LGSA, have been absolute guardians of their back line. Looks like his shoulder is what he's holding. So potentially the way that he fell down, yeah, could have hit something there. LGSA have made so many substitutions here tonight. We'll have to see whether there's somebody who can take his spot. But while we hope for a speedy recovery there for one of the core defenders of the LGSA side, it will be his defensive partner Ayala setting up over this free kick. A bit further outside the box. More room to dip this one in. This could be the equalizer. 22 minutes left to play. Goes for that right corner, and it just doesn't dip as much as he wants to. Goes clean over. Santos receiving a bit of a spray on the side. Looks like he will at least attempt to continue. Once again, I don't know if LGSA have any more subs ready, because they have basically ship of Theseus this match. 4 minutes will be the stoppage time of this game. Not quite at stoppages yet. That means about 5 more minutes left to play. LGSA still chasing the equalizer. Playing around, and we mentioned earlier, as the clock crawls towards stoppage time, I think the sense of urgency is going to be setting in. So it'll be a very disappointing start to the season for LGSA to drop. This match would put them at 1 point after 4 matches played and firmly in the bottom portion of the table. LGSA having to play back. Getting confirmation, 4 minutes left to play in stoppage time, +1, so just about 5 minutes in total remaining. Header into the center, cleared away very strongly. Retained by LGSA, going ground, good pass. 3 members sitting in the top. Once again, good defending. Here's Ramirez on the brace. He gets knocked down to the box. That's a PK. LGSA. Ramirez has won a penalty kick. He's on a brace, and this is the equalizer. And that was confidence immediately. Sometimes referee takes that second to think, is it or is it not? He knew. It was an immediate point to the spot. And we'll see the replay right here. Ramirez, it's a good clearance from the back line, but there's no defensive midfield. Ramirez, that's the position he's most dangerous, and that's just a silly leg in there from Martinez. Ramirez also holding the shoulder. I don't think he's going to get this. They're going to hand this to Ayala. Here it goes. Is he true? Slots it in, and we are level here as we enter stoppage time for LGSA. A bit of a sour note, Ramirez not quite getting the hat trick, but at the end of the day, the points are more important than the individual prestige. Great team play coming out from LGSA. Just slots this one right home. I think it was a little central to the bottom right. Yeah, just goalkeeper can't get to the ground in time. And sometimes those areas next to the goalkeeper at the bottom are kind of the hardest to get to because your arm wants to go wide. You almost go over the ball in those positions. So great take. North Georgia, they are now chasing a result. As it is right now, it would be a point split each way. North Georgia playing this back in. LGSA regaining possession. North Georgia, they've been pressing a little bit, trying to regain control of this match. They are a bit exposed at the back now. Options at that back post. Diagonal run coming across. Not going to find him in time. Ayala making his way up. Clearance away. Cross once again. Outside left side. Still in stoppage. Towards the goal. Goes to ground. Very good clearance. Very good control from North Georgia. LGSA regain possession. 2 minutes left on the clock. Cleared away. Down the line. Still in play. Retained by LGSA. McKeever sticks a foot in. Actually, I think he puts it off a defender. So that's now North Georgia United with control of the game. With control of the ball, rather. 0-0's the scoreline. LGSA aren't quite able to clear that away. North Georgia still on the attack. Minute 40 left here of stoppage. Ball across. 6 receives it. Poor touch, but played back out. Up top, looks for McKeever. Doesn't find him. 2-member on McKeever, though, means that somebody else is open. Look at this right side. He looks inside. Late challenge. Says he's got the ball. LGSA. Ramirez on the ball, plays over top, has to outrun 3 members. Don't think he's going to do it. Maybe he does. Receives the ball off of a poor clearance, but he's got nobody there with him. Where's the cavalry? Here comes the support. Ramirez, top of the box. Picks it up. Oh! Just can't keep possession. North Georgia plays over top. McKeever, dangerous spot. Goalkeeper's come out. Goalkeeper is gone. It's only the defender. Defender goes to the ground. Oh, McKeever's got the ball, but no! Cleared away by LGSA. What is happening? North Georgia, they regain possession in the attacking third. Trying to put this ball across. McKeever, he's looking for it on that back post. Maintained possession from North Georgia. They're going to look to put this ball over once again, and they're going to put it so far over. Corner kick, or rather goal kick coming out from LGSA. A replay coming across. It's got to be quick, but just that chaos at the top of the box. It just can't find it through. Big ball over the top now from LGSA. Oh, just runs on from Ramirez. Young going to control it. Putting it back out. That's a poor clearance. Played back in. LGSA, this might be the last attempt of the game. Trying to work himself out of a dangerous position. Ramirez, oh, ball taken off of him as we have now entered the 4th minute of stoppage. Oh, beautiful. This is a 4-on-3 attack. Played out to the left side. Lets it rip, and that's a goal! Right at the stop of the game, North Georgia, they're on top. That is substitute number 7, Turner, slotting that home at the far post right at the death of the game. Good movement here to left. Just keeps a calm head, turns it to his right foot, and slots that home bottom left corner. This man has ice in his veins. Calm as you like it. And now we are 5 minutes past stoppage, ladies and gentlemen. Referee blows the whistle. It's still in. Maybe one more attempt here immediately for LGSA, but there it is. What a performance from North Georgia United. What a matchup we just witnessed here in North Georgia.
North Georgia United 4, LGSA 3. Thank you all for attending tonight's game. Please drive home safely and Barbados, North Georgia United.
What a tale of two halves. North Georgia in the first half looked so lucky, realistically, to be where they were. Second half, they make some changes, they swap some personnel, and they look dangerous. LGSA, you gotta wonder. I mean, obviously they're playing with a heavily rotated squad, so this isn't the same roster you saw win the playoff of the fall season just last time around, but disappointing start for them, as with this loss away, LGSA maintains their spot in 9th place, 1 point after 4 matches. I mean, things should get better when they have a full roster. There are reasons to be hopeful for LGSA, but this is a hole that they're going to have to dig themselves out of. And look at the quality we have at the top of the table. They're going to be lucky to make a mad dash for the playoffs, but one team that certainly has earned their position and their current place in the playoff positions, North Georgia United. Great second half performance to bring them, doing some just off-the-cuff calculations here, brings them up currently to 4th position in the league. That means that they have, after 4 matches played, 7 points, which brings them level with Atlanta United FC after their defeat earlier today. They don't have the goal differential, so they do slot in under Atlanta United. But, hey, for a team that just earned their promotion to the Premier Division this season, they just slayed a giant. Bit of a weaker giant right now, but a giant nonetheless, and that's a statement game that they were looking for to put their mark on this league. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've had quite a matchup here tonight coming to you from North Georgia. It's been a dribbly afternoon, but for North Georgia, it's a home night to remember, and for their fans to remember. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the conclusion of our coverage here for tonight, here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. I've been Steven Johnson, we have been ASMG, and we wish you a fantastic night, and we'll see you next match week.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.